how to enter etheric presence. How to enter etheric presence. First, you will have to become aware of the form that surrounds your physical form. Around the physical form, there is an identical form that exists around the physical body. That is the etheric presence or the electric body. When you have become aware, then you can help it to grow, help it to expand, help it to expand. But what to do for that? Just sit silently, looking at it, not doing anything, just looking at the bluish form around you, not doing anything, simply looking at it. You will feel it is increasing, spreading, getting bigger and bigger, because when you are not doing anything, whole energy goes to the etheric. The energy is lost in doing. When you are in a state of non-doing, then the energy goes to the etheric. Remember this. When you are doing anything, the energy is taken out of the etheric body. Etheric body is your energy body, or your light body, or your electric body. It is like a wallet that you carry all the liquid resources with you wherever you go. And when you need to buy something, you take out the money from your wallet, from the available resources. If while going to the marketplace, you do not have to do anything, do not have to take out any money out of your wallet, nothing will be lost. You will come intact with all the money that you have gone with. So the etheric presence is that energy presence around you, the electricity, the energy. Lao Tse says non-doing because his whole way of life was non-doing, woo we woo, not doing anything. No one is stronger than me, he says, not doing anything at all. And no one is stronger than me. Those who are strong by doing can be defeated, says Lao Tse. I cannot be defeated because my energy comes from non-doing. So the secret is not doing anything. And it is a very important statement. Sitting by the side of the river, ocean, grass grows by itself. You are not doing anything. The secret is not doing anything. What Buddha was doing while sitting under the Bodhi tree, he was simply sitting, not doing anything. He was not doing in that moment. He was not. Doing means you are. Somebody sends you a message, good or bad. You are in a state of doing, you read that message and respond to it. So your energy is wasted. So Buddha was not doing anything. The entire energy was available to him. He was not just sitting and he achieved the ultimate. If you allow things to happen around you, you can live in that non-doing state. What we do whenever any message or anything comes, ego is hurt, and it is out of that energy of doing we respond. When you respond because it is the existence that wants you to respond, it is necessary, then you are not using any energy from the etheric body, your conserved energy, because not enough energy is available to you, so you feel tired. And when knowingly or unknowingly you are in a state of non-doing, you feel there is no loss of energy. Sometimes certain seekers point out that I feel more energetic now, full of energy always. Why it is happening? Now, within the presence of the awakened one, the layers of ego are disintegrating. You are vulnerable, open, available to that presence, and you are not doing anything. You are simply allowing things to happen through you. There is a vast difference between allowing the things to happen through you or doing it. Doing is the fragrance of ego, egocentric identities. And not doing is a function of a spontaneity, presence, simply a presence is there. Buddha, while sitting under the Bodhi tree, there was a subtle presence sitting around under that tree, just sitting, not doing anything. So when you are not doing or allowing anything, things, the better way how to differentiate, you are allowing things to happen through you, not from you. Just as children are born through you, not from you. So Buddha was sitting, just sitting, and he achieved the ultimate. It looks puzzling. We are the doers, and doer means you are guided by the results. Krishna very well tells Arjun, Karvanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. We are result oriented, and when you are result oriented, then it becomes a doing. When you are not bothered about the results, something has to be responded. Somebody's message comes in, you responded it spontaneously. It is not an act of doing, instead it is an act of happening through you. Existence is speaking through you. Existence is allowing the grass to grow from the womb of the earth because the time is right. It is the rainy season. without any effort. Much plants, weeds, all mushroom grow. So that is how it happens. We are doers, but the process is from doing to being. So much effort and nothing is achieved. And Buddha was not doing anything, just sitting under the Bodhi tree, and he achieved the ultimate. Because in the state of non doing, your energy is not being wasted. This is what happens when you are spontaneous in anything, be it your love making, natural, spontaneous, not guided by ego. You become a circle of energy. Then your love affairs, your act of sex becomes the shape of a circle. There is no leakage. It continues to move in a circle, and you conserve your energy. You feel every moment overflowing with that energy. When that energy, this is like water is continuously getting hot, and as it is getting heated, it is conserving its energy, not leaking, remaining within the water, keeping it warmer and warmer. And as it gets more and more warm, its temperature increases and reaches to a point where it explodes into boiling. And this is what it is happening. Buddha is sitting silently, not doing energy, not doing anything. It is constantly accumulating heat within, the energy within, and when it has reached to the boiling point, nobody tells the water now to boil. It follows its own inner mechanism. So everything follows its own inner mechanism, and with that inner mechanism, all of a sudden you see the water starts boiling. So the energy that was there being lost in doing is no more being released in doing. Instead, it is in a Buddha is that moment is in the state of being, and is sitting silently, not doing anything. All the energy is available. A boiling point comes, and he achieved the ultimate. He achieved the ultimate. So this is why when you say that I am full of energy now, I don't feel tired or anything, it is because of that. Now from the state of being, you have moved to the state of, from the state of doing, you have moved to the state of moving. Everything that you are doing is becoming more and more natural and spontaneous, not guided by ego. Doing is always guided by ego sense, egocentric identities, and being is guided by a subtle presence. So when the whole process, the moment everything that you do in your life on a day-to-day basis is moved from doing to being, natural and spontaneous, then the energy goes on accumulating within you and explodes into enlightenment and many other dimensions. You are surprised at how this is happening through you. You have never done this thing, you have never learned or anything. So all the energy, this is same thing exactly what happens in sex. Instead of two people physically, but four psychologies, the thinking and feeling. So two persons physical, and then two thinking and two being. two thinking and two feeling. So there are four. So energy is released. It is not available to you. But when the two are natural and spontaneous, flowing, then the act becomes a circle. Nothing is released. All the energy is conserved. The etheric body becomes bigger and bigger. It expands. An etheric body is nothing. It is not the physical body. It is your energy body. It is your light body. It is your body. The energy is electricity or the light. Light is also energy. Electricity is energy. Energy is energy. So nothing is moving out. It is begins to expand. When you are not doing anything, your energy is not moving out. It goes to the etheric. It is accumulated there. Your etheric body becomes the electric reservoir of energy. And the more it grows, the more it becomes silent. The more you become silent, the more it grows. It is a reciprocal action. The more you silent, the more it grows. The more it grows, the more you are silent. So you have observed that you are full of energy. You are more silent than you have ever been in your life. And once you know how to give energy to the etheric body and how not to waste it unnecessarily, you have come to realize, you have come to know about the secret key. Buddha have discovered that secret key. Every enlightened one has discovered that secret key. Then you can be festive every moment. Really, only then you can be festive. As you are now, you are drained of energy. How can you be festive when there is no energy available to you? How can you celebrate? How can you blossom? The plant, the flower blossoms because no energy is being released. All the energy is conserved and it reaches to the point where it explodes in the blossoming of the flower. Isn't it so? Flowers unconsciously, unknowingly conserve the energy and do not waste. That's why when the season comes in, the season of spring comes in, flowers blossom. But man is conscious. Man is unconscious, but he have the potentiality to become conscious as well. So when he is conscious, unconscious, and unconsciously energy is moving, as it has been happening with you in your life all the time up to now, in this useless pursuit or that useless pursuit, it was being released. So nothing was being conserved. Now something has changed in you. You have become more spontaneous and natural in your ways and means. So energy is being, instead of being drained out, it is being consumed. It is being conserved in you, and you have becoming a bigger and bigger reservoir of energy. With each act of spontaneity, your act becomes the reservoir goes on increasing. And when it has reached to the point pressure that water will boil, it will begin to boil. So you have to conserve your energy in the etheric body so that it can explode into awakening, explode into enlightenment. It is the conserved energy that one day explodes into enlightenment, explodes into awakening. But for this, you have to be aware. That's why we suggest the meditation. To some people, meditation is natural. To some people, love is natural. So love begins with sex. You can be natural and spontaneous into the act of sex, then the energy is conserved, not drained out. You look at it in your life, after each act of your so-called love making, you feel drained out of the energy. Spontaneous, you have not drained out any iota of energy. Instead, you have conserved it. It is like the circle is completed from the North Pole. The energy, the positive, it is moving to the negative, negative to the positive. In case of magnet, from North Pole to the South Pole, an elliptical path is formed. And that is the etheric presence. When your energy is being drained, guided by egocentric identities in this and that, then how can you celebrate? How can you blossom? Flowers are part of the luxury. When the tree is overflowing with this so-called, if I use the word etheric energy, then flowers blossom, flowers comes. Flowers are always luxury. Buddhahood, awakening is the luxury. If the tree is starved of the energy, then flowers won't blossom. Enlightenment is the blossoming on the tree of consciousness. When conserved energy is used for blossoming, that's why it is said that a certain awakened one have attained to the highest state of awakening. Flowers blossom to infinite sizes. If you want to keep a plant for a plant show, let's say it is a plant of dahlia, rose or chrysanthemum, you remove all the other buds and allow only all the energy to go into one bud. Then that bud will blossom to infinite proportions. And that blossoming to infinite proportions is awakening, enlightenment. But when your energies are going in different directions, unconsciously, the energy of the tree, of the plant, is being distributed to all the buds that are there. So the blossoming, the size of the plant will be smaller. So when your energy is centered or focused, not doing, and all other things have vanished, no other desire, nothing else, except conserving this energy, making it an indomitable, infinite reservoir of energy, then all the energy is available to one thing. And that one thing is enlightenment, awakening. It has not been explained in such a beautiful manner. If the tree is starved, the flowers will not blossom. If the tree is undernourished, then too the flowers will not blossom. So what actually happens? When you are in a state of not doing, your energy that nourishes and nurtures your being is not being wasted in any way. Instead, it is available, it is conserved, and when the need arises, it is total energy is available for that. So, the earlier on you were involved in the act of doing. Now you are allowing things to happen naturally and spontaneously, not doing anything. But you have to remain always in the state of spontaneous non-doing. Whatsoever comes your way. On a day-to-day basis, we do many things. We take a shower, we dress, we do exercises, we cook food, we go to work, we take care of the family and children, cleaning, we make love. But all these things that you have been doing up to now were guided by egocentric identities. But now these are happening spontaneously out of it. Only a small iota of energy is required for that. Most of that energy is conserved. It increases the reservoir of the energy and then it explodes. So whatsoever is natural and spontaneous for to do for living, you have to do it. You have to wake up in the morning at a certain time, allow what needs to be done for the maintenance and the sustenance of the body, exercises, the physical body, the cellular body. So for physical body, you have to do the exercises so that the cellular health is maintained. You have to do the cooking, so you are not eating food as decided by other forces. Instead, you decide what you want to eat that will nourish and nurture your cellular body. And then you involve in the acts. Let's say you have to go into, have the opportunity of a family relation, so you are going into love making. But again, what will nourish your cellular body, you have to do that. And whatever nourishes the cellular body increases your energy level. That is why your energy level is so high now. But allow it to conserve. Do not waste it in useless pursuit of this and that. The tree is starved, flowers won't blossom, because even for the leaves there is not enough food. You see, the certain leaves grow dwarf. There is a hierarchy. First the roots are fed. First, understand this, you are a tree of consciousness. First, the roots are fed because they are the most basic. If they disappear, then there is no possibility for the foliage to come, the buds to appear and flowers to blossom. So where are your roots? Your roots are love. Love begins. The energy that becomes love is sex. So your roots are in the existential bioenergy that in the tree of consciousness is your existential bioenergy. You can use it as a sex energy. So you have to allow your roots to go deeper. So the roots are fed. You are fully satiated because they are the basic. If they disappear, there is no possibility for flowers. Then trunk, then the next comes trunk is fed. Then the branches are fed. If everything goes okay, energy is still there, then the leaves will be fed. And still, if there is enough food, nourishment, energy is available, then the tree is totally satisfied and no more food is necessary for the roots, for the trunk, for the branches, for the leaves. Still there is enough energy. No energy is needed to exist and survive. Suddenly it blossoms into flowers. As such, as your energy is needed for basic requirements of life, just as in the process of a plant, the basic requirement is the roots to grow deeper, the trunk to be fed, to be healthy, the branches to be healthy. When the energy goes to the branches, they become healthy. Then the leaves, the foliage, healthy leaves, the whole plant is healthy. No more energy is needed for the basic requirement of the plant, for the tree of consciousness. Then there is enough energy and blossoming happens. Isn't it this happening this way to you? If not, you have to introspect. You have to introspect. The overflowing energy becomes flower. When you put the water in a pot to boil, first the pot gets hot. When pot gets hot, it gets the water to warm. Then its temperature keeps on changing. And when the pot is hot enough, the water is getting warmer and warmer. Now no more energy is needed to increase the temperature. The temperature of water has reached the boiling point. It starts boiling. And when it is boiling, if you are making coffee, if you are making tea, then you add the other things. Only then it is possible for you to get a cup of tea or coffee. This is how the life goes on. The overflowing energy becomes flowers. Enlightenment is overflowing energy. But as such as you were living your life guided by egocentric identities, you did not have enough energy to nourish the roots, the trunk, the branches, the leaves. So you are an undergrown tree of consciousness. As your energy is being conserved, used more and more, not being wasted in anything, then the flowers. So flowers are the feast for others. It is a presentation, a gift from the tree to you. A gift from the tree to you. And the thing happens the same way in a man as well. A Buddha is a tree which has flowered. Now the energy is so overflowing that he has invited all and sundry to come and share that energy. Right? First, try the feather touch, then you go into feeling the etheric presence. This is a process. So how to enter the etheric presence, I have explained to you. And then you at times complain that I do not explain things. I explain things. If I explain it in the beginning, before the process has begun in you, you will start imagining it happening to you and nothing will happen. So when it has become your realization and an explanation is given, it becomes authentic. So enough for now. Take care.